Greetings, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome today to a brand new reaction video. Today, I'm going to be reacting to another Brady Your Tutor trivia video. This is the third of the three that we filmed a couple of months back. I already reacted to the Don't Say the Same Thing as Me and the Quickfire Challenge videos, so go back and watch those reaction videos if you haven't, and listen to my insights on those. But this was a video where it was a little more slow-paced, and we all got individual questions, and the questions went from $1 to $100 in difficulty, or it might have been $200 actually, and they got harder and harder as the video went on. It was also very, very fun to film, so I'm excited to break it down for you guys. Let's get into it. Oh, and one last thing, of course, if you guys are enjoying these videos, these breakdowns, and you want me to do more of these, then as always, let me know by liking the video, subscribing to the channel, and letting me know in the comments what videos you would like me to react to in the future, and any other things that you would like me to try. Hopefully, I will be filming again with Brady somewhat soon. Not sure exactly when yet, but we got that to look forward to, hopefully. Some more reaction videos on the way. But anyway, thank you guys for the support on these videos, and this time, for real, let's get into the reaction. All right, here we go. So this is the lineup for the video. Pablo is there. I think he was missing for at least one of the other videos, but he was a participant in this one. Otherwise, it's the usual suspects from the previous videos. Isaac, as previously mentioned in some of the other breakdowns, was not available this weekend because he was mourning the loss of his dog, so he was not around, but this is still a pretty stacked lineup. So let's jump right into the video.
Historian versus Jeopardy contestant versus geologist versus pro geoguesser. This is the smartest lineup I've ever filmed. The questions start easy, but each round gets harder as the money goes up.
I just can't think of it. Oh.
Can you repeat the question, please?
Get one wrong and you leave with nothing. All right, these are $5 questions, elementary level. Everyone should get these right.
Okay.
No pressure. Name a state that borders Texas.
Oklahoma.
Very good, go back. Right.
To be clear, they are, like, this is real money, but the only person who receives the money is the one who makes it through the entire thing. Like, if you get one wrong, you're out and you lose it all, and you are, of course, forced to continue until there's only one person left.
You're up.
I was gonna say Alabama, is that correct?
No!
All right, I'm good.
What does the Spanish word agua mean?
Water.
Very nice.
There you go.
Muy bien.
Mark Zuckerberg co-founded what company?
The Facebook, now Facebook, and Meta.
The Facebook. I actually didn't know it was originally called that,
Usually,
but I assume he's right about that.
what color are the taxis in New York City?
The what?
The taxis in
Oh,
New
the
York
taxis?
City.
Yellow. I thought you said the taxes.
Taxes.
What does a barista make?
Coffee.
Very good. They're gonna get much tougher. Owen, name an animal that lives in the Arctic.
Penguin.
You're eliminated.
You can see our reactions. So, I'll be honest, this one feels a little unfortunate for him. Like, I'm not saying this is a hard question necessarily, but it's a little bit harder than the other ones, especially given that I think penguin is a very fair answer to give here, but Arctic specifically refers to the North Pole, and the penguins notably don't exist up north. They're only in the south and also in some like equatorial places. But yeah, definitely unfortunate way for Owen to go out there.
Dang.
That lives in Antarctica.
Oh, okay.
You could see Ben
You can
vigorously
still
pointing
get
down.
$50 by correctly predicting the winner. You didn't get the big prize tonight, but all right, turn around. Who do you bet on?
I'm gonna bet with Pablo. Thank you.
Pablo. Not the Jeopardy contestant, not the 36 on the ACT. Okay. Nolan, let's see it. Who was president of the U.S. during the Civil War?
Abraham Lincoln.
Very good. You're a history guy anyways.
Solid.
Okay. What is the most well-known canyon?
My reaction, like, I mean, it's kind of obvious what he wants here, but this question's a little bit too subjective. I feel like they probably should have used another one here, but whatever. Let's go with the Grand Canyon.
That's a very open-ended question, Brady.
Yeah.
All right.
As Pablo
Most
said.
of you survived the $5 questions. Now on to the $10 questions. Pablo. Very easy. You have 10 seconds. Name a country that starts with the letter V.
V as in Victor, or?
Yes.
Okay. Venezuela.
Boom. There are now more than 17 generations of what product introduced by Steve Jobs in 2007?
iPhones. I heard 17 generation. I was like, oh, hell no.
Ben, whose theorem states that in a right-angled triangle, the square of the hypotenuse is equal to the sum of the squares of the two other sides?
Pythagorean theorem.
Very good. Fortune, what vegetable is big, purple, and used to make baba ganoush?
Eggplant.
Very good. Which fish comes in bluefin, yellowfin, and albacore varieties?
Tuna.
What is another name for Bigfoot?
Yeti.
Incorrect. Sasquatch, or any other names you guys know?
Grassman in Ohio.
I don't know. There's some
In Florida, there's skunk ape.
I knew someone from Ohio who told me about the Ohio Grassman, which is just like a local version of the legend. But yeah, the Yeti specifically is like the Himalayas. So again, I think this is it's a fair mistake to make because like they are all like big apes, but I think the Yeti specifically is something else, unfortunately for Nolan. But again, maybe a little harder question than the rest in this group, just because of the potential of getting it wrong in this way.
Okay, yeah.
Skunk ape? That's, yeah?
Yeah. Yeti is the ice monster, right?
Yeah, it's the Himalayan. Yeah.
So you can still win $50 if you correctly predict the winner.
I'm gonna go Jake.
All right, pressure's on.
What word describes an animal that is primarily active at night?
Nocturnal.
Boom. Okay, now we have the $20 questions. Getting a bit tougher. Pablo?
And again, if anything, that graphic is misleading because, like, if you get it wrong, you don't walk away with $15. You walk away with none. So it's a little scarier than it looks.
A lot of tension in this game mode, huh? You should have a tactical advantage on this. Which landlocked South American country is bordered by Argentina, Brazil, and Bolivia?
Paraguay.
Very good. Retta. Escargot is a French dish made of what food?
Snail.
Yes. You speak French. That
Yeah.
should help.
Clavier.
Doesn't hurt.
Is that the translation of snail?
You got the Spanish question and the French question.
Escargot is just snail.
All right, Ben. The last name Kowalski is originally from what country? Kowalski.
Poland? Like, is it a Polish name?
What's your thought process?
Stanley Kowalski is like a famous name in, I think, one of Tennessee ones.
It's Poland.
Oh, okay.
Boom.
That was hard.
Ski.
I mean, I don't know why Stanley Kowalski like explains why it's Poland, but I mean, Brady says like it's obvious because it's ski, although in Ben's defense, like there are plenty of like Slavic languages where people's names end in ski. It might end in like SKY rather than SKI, for example, or SKIY or whatever, but Poland is not the only reasonable answer to that. Of course, that specifically is a Polish name, but again, I think that's maybe a little harder than Brady thought it was.
Ski is going to be Poland. Ski.
I should know
Ski is
that.
going to be Poland, like that's not necessarily true.
I am technically
Kaczynski.
a big portion Polish, but
Okay. There's a few options here, but what is another name for World War I?
World War I, the Great War.
Boom. Anyone else, guys? Have any other?
The war to end all wars.
Yeah. I also had
Everyone knows.
the Chemists' War.
The first World War.
Bit of a science question. What is
Messing
the
around.
term for an organism that has both male and female sex organs?
Oh no. I just can't think of it.
Again, the Andrew like English being his second language nerf is a very real thing. I don't know if he would have known the term in German, but like this is kind of unfortunate for him. I also think this question, I feel like there's a few. This is kind of an iffy subject, I think. I mean, I'll talk about it more, I guess, after the answer is revealed.
I can't think of
Do you
it.
have any thought process here? What's going on in the head?
Homo. No, I don't. I can't think of it.
Guys in the back?
Hermaphrodite. Yeah.
Hermaphrodite. Okay.
I don't know why I couldn't think about that.
So I think I think it's still used as like a scientific term, but I think especially like in reference to humans, hermaphrodite is considered kind of an offensive term now, if I'm not mistaken. So I wasn't sure. I thought that's what Brady wanted, but I thought it could be like intersex or something else. Again, I don't know the like very specific differences between the terms. I won't pretend that I'm like super well educated on this subject, but again, pretty unfortunate that he didn't happen to come up with the right word there, but not that easy of a question.
Let's go Jake again.
Okay.
Now I'm racking up the bets. It was, I think, in the previous one where there was betting, it was everyone was betting on, I think, Ben, and now I think I won that one, and then everybody switched to me.
Probably a safe bet.
Oh boy.
Good try. All right, another science question. What is the fourth state of matter?
Plasma.
Boom.
Bose-Einstein condensate, surely.
Pablo, let's see it. $50 questions. Getting quite a bit tougher. Which U.S. president received the Peace Prize for having negotiated peace in the Russo-Japanese War in 1904 and 5?
Theodore Roosevelt?
Yes. You're a fan of
job.
him, right?
I didn't know that particular fact about him. I probably would have been able to figure it out from the years, but that's not trivial.
Yeah, top 3, definitely.
Tulip, balloon, and flute are 3 examples of types of what? Tulip, balloon, and flute.
This is pretty hard,
Tulip.
to be fair.
Balloon. I'm thinking either instruments or flowers or I don't know.
Us were struggling in the back. I eventually thought of it because of flute. I think flute was the one that I've heard of, but again, not easy.
So instruments.
It's actually, anyone know?
Glasses. Glasses.
Champagne glasses.
Oh,
Okay.
all right. Yeah, I'm probably going Jake.
Wow. Man.
You had the Muslim debuff on that question.
Yeah.
Doesn't drink.
This is the reverse of the other video. Oh my gosh.
This next question is the Piano Sonata number 14 in C sharp minor by Beethoven is more commonly known by what name, inspired by the views on Lake Lucerne?
The Moonlight Sonata.
Very good. You said you liked art anyways, right?
Sure, yeah.
What word
Art, I mean, yeah, I guess it's art of a certain form. But I don't know what that comment was about, but sure.
originating from Mandarin Chinese is used to describe bowing with your forehead touching the floor?
So this one, I did not know at all. And this is the first of the questions in here. Again, we're getting to the point where the stuff is getting pretty hard. And this was, I think, the first of the questions where I was like, I really have no clue what's going on here. And that happened several times throughout this video. Brady was just reading down a list of questions that he had. He had a predetermined thing, and he was just reading down, and it was like, you know, if this happened to land on me, I would have been done for.
And is often used by English speakers, meaning to suck up or fawn
Did
over
Ben
something
just
the
do
floor.
it behind him?
And is
Yeah, he
often
did.
used by English speakers, meaning to suck
I
up
didn't
or
notice that
fawn
before.
over someone.
Oh, I feel like I know it, but I can't think of what it is. I might just guess.
Can't channel
I'm just
your
standing there
Asian.
like, thank
Yeah,
God this isn't me.
I'm trying. Bowing to suck up to someone?
Also, like that sound clip. Oops, I just hit my mic. No comment. I don't know what. I don't know. I don't know why he felt the need to put that in there.
I can only think of like one word that's derived from like Chinese that's used in English, and that's gung ho. That's all I can think of.
Okay. In the back, what do you guys think?
Kowtow? Kowtow?
Kowtow.
Oh, kowtow.
Like kissing.
That's tough.
What do you bet on?
He's acting like he has like an Asian advantage. Like he's Thai. He's not Chinese. Like it's not the same thing at all. Anyway, again, that's why the use of that music was particularly strange.
I don't have that either.
Jake did me well last
Oh
time.
my God, dude.
Hey, I'm voting for Jake.
The momentum.
Brady's gonna
shifted.
bring it against me to save money, you know?
Home to languages like Tok Pisin, Hirimoto, and a German Creole known as Unserdeutsch, which is the most linguistically diverse country in the world. Linguistically diverse country in the world.
Papua New
There in
Guinea.
the end.
Very good.
It's kind of a, I don't know, well-known fact about Papua New Guinea having like an absolute ton of languages. But again, just fortunate that that was the question that happened to land on me there.
$100 questions. In 1652, which city became the site of a small aqueduct system as part of the first waterworks built in England's American colonies?
This is tough.
I can say it again if you need me to.
Oh. Can you repeat the question, please?
Yeah, sure. What's your initial thought process before I repeat?
My initial thought process would be Boston, just because it's one of the foremost early English colony cities in the East Coast, but I think that's a red herring.
In 1652, which city became the site of a small aqueduct system as part of the first waterworks built in England's American colonies?
I'm actually gonna go with New York City because I believe it had already been taken over from the Dutch.
Oh, you're gonna shoot yourself. It's Boston.
Oh, dude.
Unfortunate there. Honestly, I'm not sure what I would have done on that question. Like, hindsight is 2020 and a little biased at this point. I think I would have gone for Boston just because, again, colonial city, I don't know, it just made a lot of sense, but New York is obviously an option. I definitely didn't know the answer cold, so I would have been guessing.
That's brutal.
Sorry, Ben, but it's...
Bro.
Another vote for
Why
Jake.
are they so convinced?
Okay. Who is the only person to have served as both vice president and president of the U.S. without being elected to either office?
Gerald Ford.
Very good.
Insane, by the way. Like,
Good.
It was
really impressive. Like, maybe I would have come up with that after thinking, but I mean, even if I had, I wouldn't have been sure. Like, not even close. That just seems like that was a fact that he knew, but again, fair play. Like, that was not easy.
it's on Millionaire.
He's like a trivia guy. He knows.
I mean, no, that's.
you are
that's
too,
a
though.
good pull. I mean, yeah, I would have struggled with that.
This next one lends to your strengths. Should be fine.
I'm getting lucky.
Again, to be clear, Brady is reading down a list of questions. He just has like $100 questions, question. So, right, he's reading them in order. So he's not like, oh, I'm going to pick a question that lends to your strength. He's just like, oh, the next one on the list happens to lend to your strength. So it's like, you know, I'll take
Guarani
it. Take what I can
is
get.
one of the official languages of which country?
We are back in Paraguay.
Very good. Just like the
Another
last
Paraguay
video, it's
question.
sudden death with the two of them.
Do I get a
Had to come down to me and Ben. Yeah, there's 5 votes on me right now. That's $250 riding on me. No pressure at all.
medical one now?
Yeah, I mean, you deserve one.
$200.
And again, I'm saying, like, I said you deserve one because it's like, I look, I'll fully admit that, like, the order of the questions so far has definitely been fortunate. There have been questions that I didn't know the answer to, but it's just the way it goes sometimes.
Questions. If you get these right, you win $385.
But now things are getting very, very intense.
And do we split? Do we just like, does
So
it
if you
end,
both
or-
get it right, then you go on to another $200 question, and we keep racking it up with 200s.
Oh, wow. It keeps going up. Wow,
Yeah.
okay.
Our first $200 question. What was the name of Anne Frank's father?
You could see my reaction to this. Now, to be fair, like, the Diary of Anne Frank is an extremely well-known and extensively studied work. So, like, this isn't an unreasonable question. That said, it is hard, and I have never read or studied the Diary of Anne Frank, so I'm there like, I don't know this. I will fully admit again, if I had happened again, we were allowed to choose where we stood. So, like, if I had stood to the left of, or whatever, to the right of Ben rather than to the left of him, and I was the one who walked up first, I would have been done for on this question. Like, I definitely would not have gotten this right.
What was the name of Anne Frank's father?
Oh my
No,
god.
Bro. No, I think I've come across this actually, because I did there's like a Sunday quiz, I think.
Bro, he sounds so nervous.
I think it starts with an O. I think it's Otto. Or Oscar, but I think it's Otto.
It's Otto. Nice.
Come on.
That's
You got
insane.
$385 right now.
That's
I mean, I just-
insane. I mean, he deserves to win on that. That's crazy.
I just have to hold my hands up. I mean, like that. Again, that's really impressive that came up in his past and that he remembered that. I have to tip my cap. And now the pressure's on me. I have to get this next one right if I want to survive.
Let's see if Jay can clutch it up on a U.S. state question. Which U.S. state is known as the Copper State, the Aztec State, the Valentine State, and the Italy of America?
And Ben is like, bro, geography again. But again, like, just to reiterate, Brady's reading down a list here. So the thing with this question, okay, so it is geography, but it's hard, and I'm not very good at U.S. geography specifically, and I have never heard any of these nicknames before. So I'm going to kind of try and talk you guys through my thought process on this, because there are a lot of, different options that exist for this. So it's like, so the 4 nicknames are Copper, Aztec, Valentine, and Italy of America. So I'm thinking, what can I do with any of these, really? The first one I think of is like, okay, Italy of America sounds like California because California is the only state in the US that has a climate that's similar to Italy because it has the Mediterranean climate in a lot of parts, whereas other states just kind of don't have that. And obviously, there's areas in Northern California that look like Italy with all the wine and everything else. So I first thought California, but then I'm like thinking about the other nicknames, and I'm like, Copper State sounds wrong for California because I've never heard about anything in California being associated with the copper. That combined with the fact that I'm from California and I'm thinking, wouldn't I have heard one of these nicknames before if that was in fact the answer? Aztec, though, again, Aztec is tempting because, for example, the sports teams at San Diego State are called the Aztecs. So it's like there's probably a reason for that as well. But Aztec also felt like we could be anywhere along sort of the southern border area with Mexico. Anywhere where Spanish is spoken could conceivably be the Aztec state. So I'm thinking California is an option, but I don't love it because I've never heard these nicknames before, and Copper State just kind of felt wrong to me. So from there, I was thinking, what else could this be? Nevada, I'm pretty sure, is the Silver State, so I don't know why it would also be the Copper State. That feels strange. So I'm thinking it could be Colorado, Utah, Arizona, New Mexico, like one of the four corner states. I'm thinking it's probably not Texas. Valentine, no idea what to do with that nickname. I still don't really know how I could have used that as a clue. But again, the Italy thing is weird because California is the only one that really has a similar climate. So why would any of the other ones be called Italy of America? And I'm thinking Aztec State. Are we more likely to be down near the border, Arizona, New Mexico, compared to something like Utah or Colorado? So I was kind of gravitating down towards the border states of Arizona, New Mexico, and then I was kind of having to decide there. Anyway, I'll play for a little bit. I don't remember exactly how much of this is captured in the video, but let's just look.
I could say I'm good if you need me to.
Yeah, I might need
Ben,
that.
again, you can see his face like he doesn't know.
Copper State, Aztec State, Valentine State, and the Italy of America.
I've never heard of any of these nicknames before. The
And again,
Copper
like you can
State.
see him.
Aztec
Just like me on Auto Frank, I was like, bro, I have no clue.
State, what the heck? What is with that?
What's your thought process?
I don't know. I mean, Aztec making me think it's somewhere towards Mexico, but I have no idea. Like, the other ones, Italy of America makes it seem like it should be, I don't know, not like a desert state. That feels weird. But then, like, copper, I'm trying to think of where there are copper mines. I'm not even sure, to be honest. Yeah, these are not nicknames I've ever heard. Well, I'm gonna have to make a guess. How much time do I have? I mean, I just want to know how long I can think for.
20 seconds.
Okay, I'm gonna use them, but I don't. Just trying to think of options here, but I'm not loving them, to be honest.
What are your options that you're thinking of?
It's most western states: Arizona, New Mexico, Nevada, Utah, that kind of thing.
So that's the 20 seconds.
Colorado. All right. Arizona.
So I ended up picking Arizona. I was like, again, I was between Arizona and New Mexico were kind of my two best options at the end there, just based off of the narrowing down that I did. And I was like, I don't know, like where I think where would copper mines be? I don't know, to be honest, but I thought maybe like if Nevada is silver, maybe the copper mines are nearby or something. Again, I'm really just kind of clutching at anything I can think of here, but this was a guess. Again, it's like there were options, but there were a lot of options and it was hard to narrow down, but I was just like, what the heck? I got to send something and just pray.
And he's locked in Arizona. What do you guys think?
I have no idea. No idea.
How confident?
You might be right. I think Jake might be right.
Arizona.
And you can see my reaction.
No shot.
I couldn't, I mean, really, I couldn't believe that was right. And you guys can hear, I mean, you can hear the guys' reactions at the back. I mean, they were like, oh my God, like they were shocked too, because when Brady asked them, he kind of cut it out, but some of them said Colorado, some of them said like Nevada, California. I don't know if any of them even said Arizona as an option. And I'm just like, okay, this is like, I just don't know here. Everyone was thinking different things. And somehow it ended up working out. Now, there is one other thing that I want to touch on here, because I was like reading through the comments of this video, and I was seeing people saying like, "Oh, Jake is just pretending like he doesn't know the answer for like drama and then getting it right anyway," which I want to like quickly address that because it's like the most ridiculous allegation I've ever heard. Like, how are we at a point where we're conflating thinking with pretending not to know the answer? Like, am I just supposed to immediately come up with it? Like, on a question like this, it's like I have to use as much of my thinking time as I can. I have to do process of elimination. There's so many things that I have to consider to narrow this down. And people are like, oh, he's just pretending that he doesn't know it. And then saying the answer a minute later for drama. It's like, no, I didn't know the answer. I was as clueless as everyone else. It's like I'm like, thinking is not illegal. Like, thinking is how you do this. Thinking is how, I mean, good trivia questions are written so that you might not necessarily know the answer immediately, but you can figure it out from context clues if you think about it for a while. So this is the type of thing where it's like, I mean, like, I don't know what else to say about it, but it's like, I'm thinking. There's nothing wrong with that. And the idea that I'm pretending I don't know the answer and actually do is ridiculous. Like, of course I don't know the answer. Anyway, I know that like most of you are probably listening to me say this and thinking like, why on earth would I ever think that? But I've seen several comments saying that, and they get some likes, and I'm like, how is this something people believe? Like, how are people watching me think and use like process of elimination and equating that to pretending that I don't know the answers? I don't understand how people arrive at that conclusion. Anyway, rant over.
No shot. No shot. That's crazy, dude. Right, I forgot that there's like $250 on me right now. That's why they were clapping.
Okay, another $200 question. Quite tough, quite tough. What name is given to a reference mark located on a ship's hull that indicates the maximum depth to which the vessel may be safely immersed?
Again, like, the order of the questions, like, if Ben and I had stood in reverse order here, it's like I would have gotten the auto question and this question. Again, I'll be the first to admit, I do not know the answer to this. This is a very, very difficult question.
Is it like it's a line of some sort? Is it?
Are you into boating?
No.
What a question. Are you into boating? Okay.
But I did research some boating because I figured you were going to ask this. I did.
Which is also like that comment, like, what? I did research into boating because I figured you were going to ask this. Like, how many things did he research? If he was researching things that specific, I mean, that's crazy. Like, boating is such a random thing. Like, that's just wild.
Study up some stuff. No, I'm serious. I did like, yeah.
And everyone laughing like, what? Like, what? What did you say?
I think it's.
Have you heard of this before?
I don't think it's as easy as like a water line. Is it called like a plumb line? A plumb line? I don't think so.
No, it's not. Yeah. It's the plimsoll line,
Yeah, that's it.
or
I
the
think it's like
loading
the
line.
plimsoll.
Loading line. Plumb line is for the
Yeah,
ground,
that's something
right?
else. Yeah.
Okay, but
I mean, he was pretty close. He had the right first letter, and again, like, that is really tough. I mean, to be honest, like, again, Diary of Anne Frank is like I said, a pretty well studied thing. The state thing, nicknames thing, was very hard, but it's like at least you have some options that you can like narrow it down to. This was the first question where I was like, man, this is just like super, super devious.
Jake still needs to get this right.
Yeah, I mean, these are, like, again, I had no idea there, so.
Yeah.
I've gotten blessed with the question order.
Thomas Jefferson entered university at age 16 and graduated in 2 years with highest honors. Which university did he attend?
Really?
You think that's easy, Ben?
Yeah.
Wow. And again, I guess, to be fair, I should have saved the pretending to know the answer rant for this question as opposed to the previous one. I don't think most people were accusing me of knowing the answer to the Arizona one. They were accusing me of knowing the answer to this one, which, again, like, I thought about it and came up with a guess that I thought was reasonable, but no, I didn't know if I knew the answer 100% from the start, I would have just said the answer. Like, I'm not going to pretend I don't know it for a minute. Like, I did have to think here.
I mean, I don't know, so if that gives you any comfort.
Like, I'm not lying when I say that.
Thinking, well, it's got to be one of the old universities, Ivy League, one of the ones that was founded a long time ago. I don't know if we're talking, could be Harvard, Yale, Princeton, that kind of thing. I'm gonna take a guess because it feels a little more out of the ordinary, but still reasonable. I'll say College of William and Mary.
Yeah! Wow. Wow. Dude. Insane. And again, I was not at all confident in that answer. I do know that the College of William and Mary is the second oldest college in the US after Harvard. And I was thinking, you know, for a $200 question, if the answer was just Harvard or Yale or something, that seems a little bit too straightforward. So I'm thinking, okay, like it's probably an old university, and you know, it's probably something that's not like too well known. So I'm thinking, yeah, this makes sense as a guess. But again, do I know where Jefferson went to university? No, I don't. I'm using the clues that I have, but no, I'm not pretending I don't know the answer. Like, come on.
Insane. Wow. I can't believe that. Wow.
So
It's the second oldest college in the U.S., and I figured Ivy League was maybe a little too, you know, too obvious. So I went for William and Mary. Wow. Thank you. Holy moly, dude.
And there you go. Oh, bro, what even is... Okay, I know that all the end of these videos show my YouTube recommendations, but what specifically, what is the third one? Like, what is this? Sometimes YouTube just gives you some like random recommendation of something that has like 20 views and it's like something you've never seen before. It's like, I don't know how this ends up in your recommendations, but this is a weird one. Like, this is not something that I have watched anything related to before, so I don't know what that's doing over there. Anyway, that is the video. Again, that one was pretty crazy. There was a roller coaster of emotions, no question about it. There were a lot of questions I did not know the answer to in there. And you know, the fact that the questions that happened to favor me a little bit more landed on me again. Like that's the way the cookie crumbles sometimes. That's just the nature of the game. But yeah, I'm glad I was able to figure out the ones that I did. Again, College of William and Mary required an educated guess. The Arizona one was a total shot in the dark, and I would have lost on the spot if I missed that. So that was fun. It was fun using deduction. Again, they were, I think, well-written questions and very interesting. But yeah, I have to say, like, Ben got very unlucky here. There's no question about that. And Plimsoll, Line, Auto, Frank, like, I didn't know those. So massive props to him for figuring out Auto and all the other ones. And Kowtow like that too. Again, I would have lost on that too. So it was a crazy one. It was a crazy one, no question about it. But I hope you guys enjoyed watching me break this one down a little bit. Again, like I promise I'm not pretending I know the answers and then or pretending I don't know the answers and then answering them anyway. It's like I'm just playing trivia the way I know how to play trivia. It's like, you know, I go out to Florida, I play these videos and I love them and it's super fun. But yeah, you know, I'm just a contestant like everyone else, and it is a blast to be able to participate and to be able to win. But again, in this case, it definitely fell my way, and that's what happens sometimes. But it was a blast. So again, thank you all for watching the reaction. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you have more videos you'd like me to react to, then I obviously will. I'd be happy to do that with any videos that you suggest. I will hopefully be back on Brady's channel sometime in the near future. I don't know exactly when, but if there are more long form videos that come out, I'd be happy to do those, or I could even react to shorts or something if there's a way that I could make that type of video work. You guys let me know what you'd like to see. But yeah, that's going to be it for me. Thank you all for watching as always. I appreciate you, and I will see you again next time. Bye.